you are. And we're back once again. Watch for the Hook Wednesdays with the Watch for the Hook Business and Entrepreneur Podcast.
That's right.
Michael here with
Tatiana.
Miss Parker. How you feeling today?
You know what? I got some stories about this weekend.
Child,
I'm gonna
shit.
leave all of them alone because I done had one for every day since Thursday. So I'm gonna stop
All
stories.
right, so we're gonna leave Miss Parker injury listing off the podcast this week, and we're gonna get into it right now. So what we're gonna talk about is how the engines make it easier to support.
Yeah. That's a little sketchy topic to me. I have to make sure I keep it reined in.
So when we talk about engines, what we're talking about is bigger brands basically picking up smaller brands. In that instance,
Yeah, and I don't even think. I guess in essence, um, you can say engines making it easier to support. But what you could say is engines create or enhance visibility,
oh yeah,
therefore making it much easier to support if that's your choice. Or just downright shoving it in your face.
yeah, we all grew up in the little book, the little engine that could.
Yep.
Well, there was another book they didn't let you read. It was called The Big Engine. They didn't give a damn. That book they didn't let you read. You know why?
Write that book. I need to read it.
Because
I
they didn't want to
I
discourage nobody from feeling a certain type of way
internet don't get
because the big engine messes up with the little engine all the time. He screws him over.
competing with them and it ain't no
Yeah,
competition.
yeah, compete with him and treat him bad and doing all
And
this shit.
compete when you can't compare.
Exactly. So, it's like just keeping it a buck. When you're talking about visibility, you're talking about go back to one of our earlier topics, capital opens doors.
It does.
So we talk
Accessibility.
exactly. So we talking
Yeah.
engines, we talking about companies with extra money,
Yeah.
long money.
They got long reach.
And then your small business ass then gotten a privy.
SBA, Small Business Act.
Yeah, not small business association. Your small business ass done stole a few customers from them and they done saw you and they said, man, I can't believe this little engine
Right.
think he could.
All right. I'm
But
sorry. I
but
wasn't
but, but,
ready.
but listen, this is what we talk about when we talk about culture champ. Oh, you also can get that culture
Oh,
champ
yeah,
at
that's right.
www.watch4the4thehook.com. Come by and show your support for a small black business.
Our small
So
business asses.
yeah, so we can get to somebody privy, and then they can get pissed off at us too. But what we're talking about is when your business is trying to flourish.
Or fold. Well, you don't want to fold.
No, I don't
First, the
want to
fold
flirt.
is a topic.
Oh yeah, we got that's an old one too. When your business is trying to flourish and you see a uptick in sales or an uptick in audience gathering or uptick in people paying attention to you,
Yep.
guess what? That's happening to somebody else. They're getting less of it.
Yep. Taking it away from them. You are literally stealing it. Stealing their
In their
thunder.
eyes, they're stealing it. And so now what happens is they gotta come check you out.
Yep.
They gotta come see what you
Yeah,
about.
yeah, they gotta come. Yeah, exactly. They gotta come spy, peek in on, peer in on, like we always say in corporate. We're gonna pop this open really quick.
Yeah, yeah. People don't understand that's why they call it mom and pop
Yeah.
stores. Because mom and pop wasn't a corporation.
Nope.
We've seen it time and time again. We've watched it, and right now, we're in the Christmas season, and while everybody's enjoying those great Christmas movies,
Yep.
what happens to most of those mom and pops in those Christmas movies? Somebody done paid attention to them and trying to put their hands on a business.
Yep. They
That
toys aren't up to par anymore.
yeah, that means that your engine could have done something, and now the big engine has turned around and said, I need to start paying attention to you.
Yep.
And I think
What you doing different?
exactly,
You like that, didn't you?
exactly. You said it. What are you doing different to get my customers or other
Mhm.
customers' attention? Then they're going to come back and say, well, we're going to do it cheaper than you. Not better,
Yeah.
only cheaper.
Yeah. You are so right because let's keep it a buck. The The few customers the mom and pop has stolen probably doesn't equate to even 5 to 10% of their customer base, right?
Nope.
But moral of the story is they can't let you have that inch.
Nope.
You take that inch because you are a small business, you probably have that gusto that once you get that inch, you can take a mile.
And nobody damn sure want to give up a mile.
No, no. So they gotta stop you in your track.
Say it one more time.
Stop you in your tracks.
So for a business that's struggling to hang on and make it, we talked about it, hanging on. It's another topic. To come to a complete stop could be detrimental.
Bad, bad. Tires screeching, all of that. Red light.
And that's where the engine part comes in. You need a engine to keep you what? Going.
You do. Engines have the momentum. And once you come to a screeching halt, an abrupt stop, you lose your momentum. Isn't that like part of Newton's law of motion and
Oh
stuff?
yeah. Oh yeah. 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 You're right.
We
Maybe.
be we be going out.
No,
I'm
no,
going
no, no.
yeah, yeah.
Why you talking about motion? I'm gonna go right there with you. So what's the difference between a crop duster and a 747?
Shoot, power, height, ability,
The
capability.
power of the engine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
They got
Power of the engine.
what is it, 747?
Yeah. 747.
747 got more power, so it can get up way higher
Yeah.
than a crop duster. It can fly
Bigger.
longer,
It's got a bigger what?
a bigger wingspan.
Engine.
Exactly.
The wingspan can be the same, but if you bigger and powerful than me,
You can carry a heavier load. You can carry just that much more. You stop less frequently.
exactly. So we're talking about the engine makes it easier to support. We're talking about you're walking into a big apartment store. That's the engine.
Yep.
They've already got you in there. And then they have a multitude of everything
Yep.
and extra and a whole bunch of other things that's got you wide, big eyes, wide open.
In the shopping spirit.
And then you go to the smaller SBA, small business classes, people that's out here working,
Mhm.
and they got one or two.
Mhm.
But the one or two are the ones and twos you're not gonna find anywhere
Their
else.
sales aren't as steep, but let's also keep it a buck. They're not mass purchasing, which means they're not getting items at a significantly reduced cost, which means their profit is going to be less to begin with.
Oh yeah, people might be upset at the small business owner who's charging an extra 30% to make their profit,
Yeah.
when conglomerates are charging you 29,000 extra percent.
Yeah. Additional comma and a whole bunch of zeros, but you don't see that.
Yeah, like I say, some people might not want to pay $35, $40 for a t-shirt, but in essence, they've only made maybe $5
Yep.
profit.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
A bigger conglomerate,
They gonna charge you 50 and
they're
60.
gonna charge you 35. Let's say they charge you 20 for their t-shirt. They only paid $1 for it.
Probably so.
So they made $19 profit.
Right.
Do you see
Right.
the difference?
Right. Can purchase more.
The engine.
Yeah.
That engine made a big difference for them because they can ask for more, produce more, sell cheaper
Yep.
than small business.
Which means selling more.
Exactly.
They're in more locations.
Exactly.
They're not buying for one, online or e-commerce shop or
Mm-mm.
one brick and mortar. They're buying for one brick and mortar in one county within the northern region of one state. Now, times that, 5 times by each state, times the amount of states. I mean, look what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. The man be mad thing.
Be mad. Be a whole lot of addition.
Exactly. And so when we're talking about the engines make it easy to support. What me and Ms. Parker also discussion is name brand.
Yep.
Name brands. Oh, I just love me some salsa, salsa. I ain't gonna say my name. Salsa, salsa, salsa. Because it's a name brand. Salsa, salsa, salsa.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back to that old school thing I talked about a while ago. When we talk about how the Jordans and Stephon Marbury shoes are made in the same factory.
And the
And
Shaquille O'Neal.
and and ones by Shaq was made in the same factory. And one shoe was like $200 and the other two shoes were like 15, $20 a
Yeah,
pair.
yeah, my
And
20 bucks.
we in the culture was talking shit about them cheap ass $20 shoes.
Pinks, knockoff.
When the sad part is, that's really all they know cost to make.
Yep.
Leather still leather.
They were exactly. They were just probably more, confident with
Engine.
yeah, with sharing. Like
Oh
we
yeah.
know this is going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They people are what they say name brand whores.
I was gonna say something.
No name brands. The sad thing is now most human beings are now slaves to brand
Yeah.
because that brand can let you down more than once, maybe more than twice,
Mhm.
more than 3 times, but you'll still go back and
You'll still
repurchase
go
from them.
back, yeah, for
But a
that big old
small
brand.
business can only make one mistake
Don't you do
and
it.
you're gone for life.
Don't you do it.
Because the engine makes it easy for you to accept it.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, they just do so many of them. It's okay that they mess me over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even value yourself as a customer.
Nope.
But,
Nope.
but then to a small business, you Queen Shaka Khan.
Right, right. You're
You
you're
better treat me like royalty.
you're not a number. Like you're a person with a name that has an identity, You're unique.
Exactly.
But to a huge brand, the ones with those engines, you a number. You
Customer 5974.
Yeah, you might not even be that. You might be within a grouping. I don't know,
Yeah.
like,
Sometimes you can walk into a small business and they'll greet you by your name.
hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, Tatiana? Oh, hey, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Hey, how y'all doing today?
Right, they ask about your family. How the
Yeah,
kids doing?
yeah, you walk into a big store. Hello. Good afternoon.
You hope you get that. You better
Yeah.
hope they don't think you stealing.
Welcome to so and so. That's it. Welcome.
They shouted from behind the register.
Yep. Welcome.
Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing?
But we want people to understand that it's okay to take your time to dwell and shop with your local small vendors.
It is.
Because let's be honest, people had this misconception that everybody that started a business, that's run the business, they're making business money.
Right, right.
And when I say making business money, they think everybody that got a business making 6 figures.
Yeah,
It's not true.
that's not true.
Not true at all.
No, it's not.
I mean, to be honest, I wish I could tell y'all.
No, it's
I
not
tell you, and I be like, you some bitches don't know what you signed up for.
true.
But let's be honest, sign the fuck up.
Yeah,
Because me and her tell everybody all the time, we love doing this.
absolutely do.
You can't put a price tag on Watch for the Hook.
Nope.
But if somebody come with a big enough number, just let us know.
He ought to stop.
It all depends
He
how
ought to
big that number
stop.
is.
You need to retain a seat on the board. Okay, I'm doing that kind of
Shoot,
stuff.
I'm still gonna be president of operations. You still gonna be CEFO or CFO,
I need to
C4440.
retain a seat on the board with a certain percentage of the company stock and holdings. Let me stop.
That is it. That is it right there.
Stop.
So, what like I said, what we're telling y'all is we just know the engine. When we say engine, it's the glitz, it's the glamour, it's all that other razzmatazz
Yeah,
that brings you in. Makes it easy to support that.
it does.
Because you want to be, as they say, I want to be in that
Yeah.
number when the
Oh my God, he done went way down. But
that's what
those
they do.
yeah, but
In line.
no, yeah, that's right. But it's just that whole visibility factor. Like that's half the issue with small businesses is the visibility.
The wanting to be associated with it.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's like, okay, understanding your target audience. So if you happen to look up and become a part or be a part or get one of those engines behind you,
Mhm.
they can put you in department stores and everything. And they don't necessarily have to be as concerned about that being your target audience in whole because at that point you are a small slither of the pie and they'll have enough traffic coming in.
You words. You said it. One thing about being in those type of stores, everybody gonna come through.
Yeah, they have enough diverse traffic where not only is 9 times out of 10, 1 or 2 people from your target audience gonna come through, but you'll catch the eye of a few other people that were kinda getting close to your target audience, and it just goes from there. It's a ripple effect.
Exactly. So when we talk about going after a target audience, so right now if you go to www.watchforthehook number 4,
That's
thehook.com,
right.
you will see we got 2 hoodies on there. So the black hoodie, which is the hidden message hoodie, that hoodie has 9 colors in it. It has 9 colors for a reason
Yeah,
because it was set to go after a certain demographic.
it was crazy production-wise.
Yeah, it was meant to go after the younger demographic, 18 to
18 to
25,
24, something like
18,
that.
24, 25. Why would you say, Michael and Tatiana, why would y'all target a group 18 to 24 with the hoodie that has 9 colors? Because that group, that age range, loves multiple colors
Yeah,
in
they
their
like that
designs.
flash
They like that
from
flash.
what we've seen.
From what we garnered in our research.
Yeah,
And so check out that, understanding and doing your research. The Culture Champ hoodie has 2 colors.
yep.
Color of the hoodie and the color of the letter.
It's very clean,
It's
clean
very
lines.
clean. It's very easy. We know that should speak to an older demographic.
Oh, more seasoned.
Yeah. You know why? Because we learned a lot of times less is more.
Yep.
But
Simple isn't boring.
oh yeah, check out that. Check out that episode too. So we just gave y'all 2 different diagrams or explanations, if we like to call it,
Yeah.
of why we did that certain thing.
Yeah.
You have to understand. We learned that from what? Understanding engines.
Mhm.
We figured that out from engines.
Yep, sure did.
We didn't just make that up in our head.
Uh-uh.
We figured that out looking, researching, following bigger engines, smaller engines, medium-sized engines.
Looking at the numbers on our own little crop duster engine.
Hey, it may be a Cessna.
What's
It
no,
might be a little
no.
bit above a crop
Oh,
duster.
okay. I don't even know them. I just know like here
Cessnas
goes.
are always them planes that people fly and then somebody
Okay, we
crash
don't
that
talk
shit.
about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, them things.
Yeah,
Yeah, them
yeah.
things.
You know where I'm
I
going.
know, I know.
You absolutely know where I'm going. So yeah, it's just a bunch of unique situations. And I've seen honestly big engines put fairly big engines out. Like, just come through with on the bread aisle with very similar products for a very similar target audience, and because that big engine has slightly more notoriety, they gone.
What they do? They just beat them up.
Ate 'em up.
They say, "Hey, come here. I got you, boy."
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. And the little smaller engine wasn't even considered smaller until that noticeably larger engine came along, and it's like, "Oh, wow, I guess they weren't as big as we thought." Like, wow, you would think it would be one big engine to another, but it obviously it's only room for one big engine on that aisle
One thing we learned about
with the same target audience.
one thing, I ain't gonna say one. Many of the things we learned is that you can't underestimate greed
Nope,
or ego.
nope.
Lots of things have happened in the world monetarily and corporation business wise because of 2 things, greed and ego.
Mhm.
It was only because I saw you creep up 2 spots. I was number 1 and you was 1,175,
Yep,
and I saw you go to 1,173.
yep,
And I said, "Ooh, I need to get rid of you."
coming for me, coming for me.
Didn't go after number 8. Didn't go
No,
after number
no.
95, number 107, 142,
They went after the one with the potential.
that part.
That's what you need.
That's another form of energy,
Mm,
the potential.
mhm.
One thing I've said, and I'll keep saying it, a black culture, we are a multi-trillion-dollar consumer-based business. The problem is we're consumers. They see us nothing but carnivores. All we do
Mhm.
is eat.
That's right.
We have to start going back to being producers.
Yep.
When we talk about looking for those wearing us.
Looking for us wearing us.
That's it. She got me right there. We're talking about being producers.
Mhm.
We're talking about being engines. We're talking about adapting, fixing, creating bigger engines for our communities.
That's right.
If we,
Circulating that dollar.
yeah, if we don't create the engines for ourselves, nobody's gonna even be putting forth any motion.
Nope.
Ms. Parker, you got anything else left for us?
You know what? I'm just only honestly gonna say, regardless of the size that you equate your engine to, don't stop. Don't slow down because it's going to be much harder for you after you come to a complete stop, a halt, or an abrupt stop. It's going to be harder for you to get that momentum going again. You might have to slow down a little bit, but it's going to be harder to start back up after a complete stop than just simply picking the steam back up from slowing for a little while.
Ms. Parker, I think you just inspired me to quote the great MC Hammer.
Uh
Be too legit to quit. Too legit. Too legit to quit.
You ought to stop.
Hey, we gonna go out of there, y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.